Here's a constant motion problem. It's the first type of physics problem we'll come across. The question, how long will it take you to travel 120 miles while traveling at 60 miles per hour? It's a constant motion one because it never gives you a change in speed. You're always going 60 miles an hour. You got in your car, got it up to 60, hit the cruise button, and went next 120 miles. We're going to start with what we just did, picturing it. If there was a change in direction or an angle, I'd actually draw that out, but there is no indication of direction at all, so we don't need to worry about that. The next step, the variables, write down all the pertinent information, and first underline it, pull it out of the problem. This way we know what we're looking for, what we need to record down, and then that's our second step. How long? T is question mark. 120 miles. Miles you should recognize as a distance. And then 60 miles an hour, miles per hour you should recognize as a speed. We use the variable v for that. Now you want to check the units, miles, hours. Our answer is going to come out in hours. There's no conversion. If the question said how long in minutes, then at the very end we'd do a dimensional analysis on our time from hours to minutes. But as it's stated right now, how long, you can use it whatever units you want, so we're just going to leave it in hours. The next step is the equation. Which equation relates Vd and T? Well, it's a constant motion. There's no change in speed, so there is only one. It's V equals d over t. So our next step, just take these numbers. This is what I call the setup. V is 60. So we're going to write 60 equals d, which is 120, over t. That's the setup. That's all I need to see. What I'm about to do in blue is the algebra. If you can do it in your head, do it in your head. But I'm going to write it out. So we got, let's start over here again, 60 equals 120 over t. First thing I'm going to tell you, multiply both sides by t. When the unknown's in the denominator, get it to the other side. So what we end up with is 60t equals 120. Which then, it's a lot easier to see that you should divide both sides by 60 to get your answer. So it cancels out on this side. You get t equals 120 over 60. So the final thing you're going to write down for me is t equals 2 hours. The only last thing we would check is significant digits, significant figures. 120 miles an hour is accurate. 120 miles is accurate to two places. The 0 doesn't count. 60 miles per hour, 0 doesn't count. It's only accurate to one place. We always go by the least accurate. So t equals 2 hours. That's your final answer. We're going to box it in, circle it in. Just indicate it's your final answer, and we're good to go. It's going to take you 2 hours to go 120 miles at 60 miles per hour.